Now, if you're looking to make some extra money on Steam, I've got 7 different ways that can help you increase your budget and make sure you're getting all the money that you can. Now, starting off right here with Shanghai and unboxing items, and that doesn't really intuitively make sense. Most of the time that you're unboxing something, you're going to be losing a significant amount of your value, except during one specific opportunity with Shanghai. That's going to be when the sale rolls around. Right as the sale drops, you're going to be able to capitalize on some super high ROIs. Right now, we can see something like the Legends Autograph capsule sitting at a 42.5% ROI, except that's at $1. Go ahead, multiply that by 4. That's your ROI you're going to be able to unbox these at right when the sale drops. They're going to be 25 cents. That's a huge opportunity inside of this area, and it does also spread over into some other different areas as well. It's not the most common, but once in a while we do see some of the capsules over 100% ROI. Something like the Team Roll capsule right now is over that margin, so therefore if you unbox this long enough on average, you're going to make some profit. Now obviously this is not guaranteed profit by any means, but anything over 100% ROI is a good area to start. The Shanghai Major specifically is going to be one of your best opportunities. If you can get there right as the sale drops, that's a huge opportunity where you're going to be able to tap into a pretty much untapped market. SkinSwap just went ahead and dropped their biggest update ever. Not only are they sponsoring you with that top link in the description, but they're also introducing backpacks, allowing you to buy any item on the site and it's going to be personally held for you. Their trading feature is often told to be the best in the business, offering near instant trades, taking under 30 seconds right now. And their selling feature is instant as well, offering PayPal, crypto, and tons of different options if you're looking to get your money this second. And finally, they've always got that 40% deposit bonus if you're looking to pick up some brand new skins, so try them out today. There's no reason not to. No, most definitely the easiest area is definitely going to be having to do with the Armory right now. The truth is, it's just really hard to compete with something that is guaranteed profit at the end of the day, and that's going to be coming through you gaining these stars. Now, first up, obviously, if we want to talk about stars, I went ahead and hopped into a deathmatch. I got about 1,000 points, and it took exactly about 11 minutes to do so. Therefore, we can calculate that out, taking about roughly 20 stars per hour playing the game at this level. Therefore, you can go ahead and complete a whole pass of set of 5 in about 1 day or about 10 hours of playing. Now, obviously, that's not the most ideal, but we can calculate that out to be 20 stars per hour and calculate into what that's going to be for us. Obviously, the guaranteed profit is going to be coming in the gallery case. You're going to be making a slight margin off every single one of these. Obviously, it varies a little bit, but I would definitely say I would personally be going for something like the character or elemental craft, depending on what their ROIs are at. Right now, it's the elemental craft sitting at 130%, and most importantly, we've got the limited edition item. Now, obviously, the deal is a terrible unboxing ROI right now, but it's got less than a month remaining. It could be in your best interest to go ahead and save some of those stars and potentially redeem them for the next limited edition item on the first couple days. It's going to be extremely expensive, most likely, if we see something very similar to the Deagle return. I will definitely say, no matter what you do with your stars, check out csry.com. You're going to be able to get some pretty strong profit with these stars just for grinding out the game. It's not guaranteed if you go with one of these items right here, but at the end of the day, this is going to be the easiest opportunity you have to make some significant profit and just play the game. Number 3 on my list, which is going to be the easiest in my opinion if you don't have a ton of time, is going to be flipping items. Now, flipping items is really quite simple. You're going to be buying something for relatively cheaper, selling it for more expensive, and making sure you have enough money that you're able to cover the Steam cost in between that's going to be coming with the tax and such. Now, at the end of the day, it's obviously a super simple setup, but getting into the actual logistics, it's not as easy. Now, it really comes down to one simple fact, and that's going to be the fact that everyone's trying to do this because it's super easy profit, and I've got a little bit of a hidden trick that's helped me in the past make the most profit, and it's definitely going to be the most useful for you. Look at your Steam balance. Now, multiply that by 10. That's the amount of buy orders you can throw up. Don't be stingy with your buy orders. Throw up a ton of buy orders, maybe not for the most skins, but just 5 or 10, and you're going to be doing this at a lesser price than the most expensive buy order right now. Take it, go ahead and multiply your tax out, whatever you're going to be, and then put your buy order in. This way, any skins you get in, you can guarantee that you're going to be making a profit on them. Remember, you're going to have to wait a week before you can sell them, but honestly, if you're doing this method where you're so much below the most expensive buy order, and skins do come in pretty regularly for this, it just takes time, you're going to be making a ton of money in this area, and it's going to be completely no risk. Now, talking about number 4 on my list, I've got some of the easiest opportunities, and that's going to be with Tradeups. I've got 20 different Tradeups I've done in the past going on the back screen right now. I'm just going to explain super quickly why these are so profitable to do. Obviously, it comes down to the fact that if you're doing a no-risk trade-up, the inputs are going to be really hard to do, but overall, if we're just talking about basic trade-ups, the majority of the value comes from the fact that most people are just too lazy to do them. Honestly, when it comes to trade-ups, the majority of the time, you're not going to be making any massive amount of profit if you're doing a trade-up that's low risk. Obviously, we want to make sure at the end of the day, we're walking away with a significant amount of profit, and we're going to be doing that by doing low volatility trade-ups. We're not going to be doing something that's super risky, super high profit. It just doesn't really make sense, but in doing so, we open up a ton of opportunities because most people are not looking to do these types of trade-ups. They don't want to grind it out. They just want that easy guaranteed profit. It's not really possible in today's age, especially with these types of trade-ups, but you can make a ton of opportunity created, honestly, just by the fact that if you're spending an hour or two every single day looking for these skins, you're going to be able to make a ton of profit with trade-ups. It's something I've done multiple multiple times. It's why I've gotten multiple free knives and videos, and it's super fun at the end of the day to go ahead and get this knife and get these trade ups done. Number 5 on my list is going to be a general grouping of Steam items. First up, if you've got any cards in your inventory, I would highly suggest you sell them just because you're going to be able to get a couple extra cents there, and we're going to be taking that money and transferring it over into using booster packs. Now for me personally, one big one that I've done in the past is going to be Dungeon Land. That's because they have this emoticon right here. This emoticon is worth about $1.50, $1.60, and it would really only cost you about 2 or 3 times doing the whole trade up to do and get, and it would be able to make a significant amount of profit off of that. Obviously this is nothing crazy because we're talking about $1.30 or $1.50 for this emoticon, but you can make a significant amount of profit if you found a lot of different games like this, and you also get a bunch of random items that you can sell for 1 or 2 cents going along with this. It's not going to be making you a ton of profit overnight, but if you can find a hidden game that no one's doing this for that has some pretty expensive emoticons, you're going to be able to make a decent amount of profit, and the best part is it's going to be renewable because no one else is going to know about it. Now one thing I commonly see in a lot of cash out videos along with videos like this is people talking about Steam decks, and you're going to be taking something from Valve, you're going to be buying it with your Steam money, and you're going to be selling it on a third-party site, something like eBay or such. I actually went ahead and did this, and the truth is it's not as easy as it seemed. First up, I went ahead and bought a Steam Deck, and I went ahead and sold it on eBay. It was one of the biggest models at the time. I don't know if it still is. They make a lot of these, but the biggest thing that comes along with this is the fact that it takes so much time, and you don't even know if it's going to sell. I was left with this thing for a significant amount of time. It was really uncomfortable to have that much money just stored in a Steam Deck, and when you go to ship it, it's also really uncomfortable because you're spending $500, $600, $700 to send something in the mail. Overall, I would not recommend this method, and anyone that is telling you to do this method, I can nearly guarantee has not done it for themselves. Now, one method I feel pretty obligated to include here is going to be grinding. This can be done in a ton of different ways. First up, obviously, we've got websites like Free Cash. Honestly, I've used them in the past. They're a decent website. If this is what you're trying to do, it's going to take you a while, but you are going to get paid. Otherwise, you can enter Twitter giveaways or giveaways on something like today's sponsor. They're not going to be the most fun, but you just take a second and you click through. And lastly is obviously going to be investing. If you want to talk about the number one way I think you can make the most profits in a relatively safe fashion, it's going to be rare cases. These are cases that are not currently in the active drop pool, but are still unboxed a very significant amount. We've got things like unboxing numbers to back this up. Basically, you're going to be using data to make the most informed decision inside this area, and you can make a lot of money by doing this. It's something I've done a ton in the past, and honestly, it's what my whole channel is about. I would highly suggest if you're trying to get into the investing scene, I've got a ton of different videos that are going to help you out, but I would say make sure you're making smart decisions inside this area. I've got a ton of different data on my channel that you can use to make investing decisions in whatever area you're going to be looking to do so, and that's the biggest thing I would recommend is make sure you're using data to make your decisions rather than just someone's opinion. Whether it's something like the Armory application numbers, whether it's major sticker application numbers, or whether you're looking for the unboxing supply, there's a ton of different data that you can use to help make the overall decision of which item you should be investing into. That's pretty much all I got with the video, so I'll give you a great rest of your day.